Well, hello guys, I know it's been a long time I haven't made a video, so I'm back. I know there's been some changes on Lotus and Icebox, that is back. First, I will do the guide on Lotus because I think there was a much more to say than Icebox because the changes on Icebox are especially mid, because B and A, it doesn't change much for Viper. It's still the same lineup, still the same walls, still the same things that you will do. So I will make a guide, don't worry about it, that's gonna be in the next video probably. But yeah, I wanted to make first the video on Lotus. We did some ult lineups on stream, some wall to do, so I hope you guys gonna enjoy it. And I think we're gonna first talk about A side. For me, A side and attacker side is still the same. You will still do the same wall. You can come here, look between this thing here, and just do a simple wall like this. It's still gonna give you the cover on the left and on the top side here. It's still a good wall to use, even though they have more space here. This is still the best wall if you want to push, if you are sure to push A. Otherwise, as always, if you are a second controller or whatever, you can always do that wall. It's still good as before. So you cover left and you cover the entry here. You can even do the wall here, but then you will not see if someone is hiding because you cannot shoot through the box anymore. So I suggest you to do that wall instead now. After doing that wall and stuff like that, let's say you took side control, you will do the plant as we usually do. So plant here if you want to play for out of the side, plant here if you have garden control and everything. But I found out that these plants are also really good. The only thing that you will have to do is to take up control. So you will need to either put your smoke like this and have a deeper control of top of the side so that your plant is a lot safer, and the only way they can come is here because you will protect yourself with the smoke and some other stuff, I guess. So I think these plants will be really useful. Also, as you saw in the Sunbelt, I've managed to make ult that is really funny, and I think is good to try if you are solo, like the last one standing in your team. Let's say you planted on A, so you want to plant here if you are solo, and you just come up. You need to get into that corner, go a bit on the right, and you just aim in the middle of the wall like this. And you will see, you can already see it on the minimap, that it will create a hole in the ult. That is really funny. It looks like that. And what is really good is that you can put your teammates, if you were to, you can put one of your teammates inside. It's gonna be difficult for them to check. Or for yourself, you can put yourself here. They will not see, even if they go in, they will not see your body. And you can have your gun, and whoever cross here is dead. Because when they will come, they will not expect someone hiding on the right. Or if they check backside, they come back here, they will not expect someone on the right. Same here. They will see that weird stuff, they will try to get in, but they will see nothing. Okay, so that's really a cool thing to do. But also you can just stay here on top. You can, yeah, just stay here, play around this area, and just throw snake bites when they try to defuse. It's as easy as that. I found that this ultimate really fun. So if you want to give it a try, go for it. Otherwise, you just do a simple ult like this or like this, so that you take garden and the other plant. It depends on where you plant it on A side, of course. Another wall that is really cool is that, let's say you took control of A side with another controller, or you didn't need to use your wall. You could just use your smoke or whatever to take space. But let's say you are back here and you want to take B. You see that this is a lot bigger and it's a lot easier to be taken, I guess. And you can use that wall that is really great in my opinion. So you will want to cut that angle here. So it will help you to get cover from A if you want to rotate to B or rotate back to A. So you will get fully covered. You will get covered from the top of B, and also link C, B, you know what I mean. So it's a really great wall if you want to play with rotation A to B or B to A, and helps also people that were lurking at the beginning of the round here, they will have that wall to push side, and it's gonna be a lot easier for you to take the side. Of course, I'm gonna talk about some lineups for that plant, so you're gonna see that at the end of the video. Here I want to focus on setups to push and take side. Okay, so now let's talk about B side. I think A, we've made everything clear. If you want to know how to defend A side, there's not much to do as Viper. In my opinion, the only things you can do is do that wall that I was already doing before. So you do that wall like this. That needs to cut off the entry like that, so you can take space on to retake B, but also cover the entry. So that is a really good thing, because you can push here, wall down, and have space on the side already if they took B's control. So that's a really good wall also, and helps you cover A and 3 if they try to take the side. So that is a really good wall that you can use. And I don't think there's anything else for A. If you don't want to use your wall, you can just put a smoke. It's just easy as that. Okay, now let's say you wanted to push B side. So B side, basically the wall I was doing before is still the same now. So what you will do is do a wall like this. You need to cut off A link and the top here. So at the beginning of the round, you just do this, and then you come in front of that wall. You will look this corner here. You'll take your smoke and you put the thing that is popping up, the line, and you will have to do a jump and instantly a left click. And you will see that the smoke is gonna come to B link, C link, whatever, and is gonna get a cover like this for B side. So this is, in my opinion, the best setup you can use as Viper. You can come here, do an ult, but even though the best ult in my opinion is here, you go around this area, you just put your ult, and I will explain why it's the best, because in my opinion, it's the best ult because you cover every entry. You cover C-link entry, you cover top entry, so they would be scared to jump in, and you cover A-link entry. So you are covering every entry possible. The only way is that someone is coming in your back, but you will have surely a teammate that is looking, and also can look here if someone is trying to cross. So this is, in my opinion, the best ult you can use on B side. To defend B side, again, either you use your smoke, either use this wall that I will explain when we get to C. And now we get to C. So to attack C side, using a wall is really, really difficult. So here, I suggest to have another controller to go C, or get an N3, or play slow, because you will need to get a wall like this. So either you need to cover this area and like this, and you just let the corner that you will snake bite, or you just do that wall, or you do this wall instead. So you cover waterfall and this, and you will put a smoke here. So let's say you did that wall, you want to have a smoke, so you have to run and throw, and you see that it's getting the cover, but it's not the best smoke, but that is all you can do. So it will look like that, okay? But it's not what you really want to do with Viper. You can of course cover this and this, but that means that they will have the space to get through and get in this corner of the side, so I don't really like it. But yeah, that is what you can do. Of course, this angle will be difficult to clear, so you can also do a smoke to attack, is this one. You get the smoke here, so you get fully covered from bottom and top, and you can easily cover, clear this angle. Just try to get to side, be careful on top. This is my opinion, one of the best smoke you can use to take side, instead of a wall or whatever. You just need to be careful on what you do afterwards. An ult you can also use to get the side is here. You just go in front of that wall and just ult. And you will see that this ult is really, really great, because you will see the people that are planting, defusing. You plant it here, okay? And they will have to crouch defuse. No matter what they do, when you are defusing the spike, you are crouching. So they will get into the ult and they will be seen to anybody that is close. So having that ult is really great. You can also go to here if you'd like, but the most important thing is that you are fully covered from side. You probably have your shorty waiting for someone or whatever, and you can just come close and kill the guy that is defusing, or just throw your your snake bite somehow, if I don't miss it, on the spike. You can do plenty things, but I think this is one of the best ults you can use on C. Now let's say you are defending C. I think defending C is one of the best things for Viper. It's, in my opinion, it's probably the thing I love the most on this map. So you will come here in front of that line, and you'll put your green circle between the box and the wall, so here. And you'll see that the wall will go on top here. So it will give you a really good wall to retake and to hold the side, because they will get stuck in the back of the side. But also it helps you covering B side. Oh, sorry about that. So this is how the wall looks like on B. So it gives one of the best wall on B, even though it's better when it's further away, like here. But having that wall on B and on C is honestly the best for Viper. It gives you so much control and so much space to retake C. And with your smoke, you can simply use a smoke here. And what is good about that wall is when you're trying to defuse, you get fully covered from people playing outside. So they don't know where you are standing to defuse. So this is why this wall is, in my opinion, the best wall in defense on Lotus. Well, that's my opinion at least. Okay, so now that we've talked about defense, attacker side, and etc., we can go on lineups. Let's go for C side first. I think there's a cool thing you need to know. Before, when you were doing lineup on this corner, people were able to defuse the spike by standing on the edge of the side, and they can just defuse. Now it is impossible because they made it higher. They made the wall higher, so you cannot defuse anymore. So that is a good news for us. That is good news for us because you can use your snake bite now without being scared of it to be still diffused. Okay. For this to work easier, you just copy my graphic quality. Just this part. You don't need to focus on this part. This part is more important. It doesn't change much on your FPS, I think, at least. So I'm med, low med. Okay. And you will see this little line like this on the wall. You will get in front of it and you will aim in this corner on the wall like this. Okay. This one is a jump left click, but it always works for me. So jump and left click instantly. And you will see the snake bite will come exactly on the spike here. And they will never be able to defuse. So it's impossible for them to defuse even if they're on top and anything and everything. So this is literally, for me, the best lineup you can use. You are fully saved, even if people are opening the door, etc. You are covered here, and you can have people that are flanking if you want. So even free kill for you. So yeah, that is the only lineup that I use for C side. But if you didn't have the time and they smoked off, all you have to do is to hit the wall, and it will go on the spike. It's not that hard. Even if it's smoke off, you still see the edge, and you can just throw your snake bite. So this is for C side. Now let's talk about B. B, the only lineups I'm doing is from A side. So yeah, I'm putting the spike here because usually this is where you will plant. This is the safer spot. So what I'm doing is I'm standing in this corner and I'm aiming. I think it was this, sorry. You see the flower here, that means the wall in the corner. And you put the line between the smoke and the wall. Move the line up, snake bite, and the snake bite goes perfectly here. So this is impossible for them to defuse. Here, all the corners. It takes everything, and it's so good because they will hardly expect you to come from here. So you use both of your snake bite, and you come here, and you have an easy spot to kill them. Usually people will always think you come from B, so they will run here first because they think you are doing a snake bite from here or from the spawn. They will never, at least almost never, think that you are doing the lineup from here. You can also use a lineup for the middle plant here. Usually I was doing it from here, and I was looking to this flower and just a bit down, okay? So you put the cursor on this flower, just a bit down, left click, and the snake bite was going in the middle of the side, like this. So if you plant it in this area, you can also use the snake bite if you'd like. This is the only two snake bite I'm using on B. I had much more snake bites for B side with a C rotation like this. But they're on my Discord and I never did them. But if you want to know them, you can just click the link in the description and you will find them on my Discord. That is it for B and C. Now we can go on A side. A side, I don't suggest you to do snake bites because in my opinion it's much stronger to stay on site with your teammates. You can just stay here and you are now fully protected from this. Like almost, I guess. You can still shoot through, which I didn't know. Well, you can still shoot, it seems like, on the guy defusing. I didn't know about that. But yeah, you can just do this, throw your snake bite. It's much easier now than it was before. So you can literally just do this. So, no, yeah, of course, it's snake bite on Valorant. It always does weird things. Anyway, this is for me the best thing. I will not show lineups. They're on my Discord again for A side. But I'm not a big fan of using lineup for A side. So yeah, I think I've showed you everything I knew. I will show you some bonus, which are one ways that I like to do. When I'm playing A side, I like to use that wall as I said before, and usually I'm just running here and jump and right click and have a one-way here. And so when they open the door, I'm fully covered. And I ask sometimes if we have a Norman or whatever to smoke here, so that I don't have to use my wall plus my smoke, because otherwise you lose your potion bar in 2 seconds, so it's useless. And another one way that we haven't seen that they changed, so I had to find another way to make it. For it to work, you will have to come here on this in front of that line, and you see this corner. You will put the letter A. Oh shit, I don't have my smoke. Well, it's not the letter A for you, it's probably letter Q. Because I have a French keyboard, so it's not QWERTY but AZERTY. So you put the letter A this way. And so the letter Q or A, it doesn't matter. And you just put, you just do a simple left click. And you will see that the smoke goes here. Okay. So it gives you the best one way to stand here. They don't see shit about side on top. And it also works if you want to stand on the box. So you see everything that is going on under. And of course, they don't see anything. So it's like one of the best one way I found on C. And it's probably the best one way you can do to control the side. So yeah, that is it for Lotus. I hope you guys enjoyed. The next guide, of course, will be on Icebox. It will come out soon. So if this video is out on Thursday or Friday, then it means Icebox will be out on Monday the next week. Okay, so I hope you guys will enjoy this guide. If you did, be sure to subscribe to my channel and to like this video. It will means a lot to me as for my comeback on YouTube, the true comeback, because my exams at university is almost done. So it's ending Tuesday 23 or 24, 23, 22, I don't know, January next week. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. I will be back. I will be streaming on Twitch whenever I have the time to. So guys, I'm happy to be back. I love you, and be sure to not miss the Icebox video that is coming back soon. Bye bye.